Number one for me would have to be the food. Hands down. These aren't in order, but I'm just starting with food because I'm a greedy person, okay? And I like to eat. From street food to going to different restaurants and trying different foods, it's all delicious, you know? And as a person who has a gluten allergy, I found that I was able to find foods that I could eat. And I mean, I'm not complaining because I miss the food. And you gotta eat it over there because it just does not compare to being here. Because I've tried a couple of different, one of them was pretty good. But the other one I was very disappointed, and the food was like 3 times the price that I would have paid in Korea. And I should have been paying attention because if I had known that I was gonna pay as much as I did, I wouldn't have ordered that food. But I digress. Anyway, the food, I miss it. I miss it so much. I miss my favorite dish, japchae. It's a noodle dish, so for all of us gluten-free people out there, you have options. Number 2 for me would be the culture. I love my culture, let's just get that straight, okay? But I can appreciate other people's cultures. The culture, I didn't know much about, to be honest with you, because when I went to Korea, I didn't know anything about Korean culture. I didn't go there to teach, so it wasn't like it was something that I sought out. And so I decided to go, and before I went, you know, if I'm going to this country, I need to know something about it. So I did some research. I don't like the fact that we're right below North Korea, and the North Korean president is very eccentric, to say the least. But yeah, I got over there and I fell in love with the culture. You know, I met one of my best friends over there, Hi Eunjin, and yeah, it was a cool experience. I got to learn about things that I didn't know about Korea. I mean, you can do that anywhere. You can, as long as you have Google, you can find out whatever you want to find out. But like, I got to go to this war memorial, and I kind of learned about how one is independence from Japan, if I remember that correctly. And just different things, like little things, like the Buddhist temples. I got to go to a few Buddhist temples while I was over in Korea. We traveled to different countries, and I went to 2 Buddhist temples, I think, while we were there. And just the little, like the details and the artwork and even the color scheme of the temples, I found like really cool and interesting. Wearing hanboks for, like, you know, special occasions and whatnot, and just being a part of different things. It was a really cool experience. A goal of mine was to learn Korean to the point to where I could hold a basic conversation. I did not achieve that goal, but it was a cool goal to have. In the process, I learned how to read Korean, I learned how to write Korean, and I can do basic things like say my name and ask whether, say my name. I can ask where the restroom is and that kind of stuff. I ask how much something is. So I like the culture. All right, number 3. It might not seem like a big deal to you, but it is to me. And it's the transportation. I'm a Florida girl, right? So I grew up where you have to have a car to get everywhere. And then you got all these snowbirds that come down during the winter and they don't know how to drive. Like a whole bunch of old people that comes down from the north to the south because it's warm and they don't like the winter and the snow and all of that. Yeah, you got snowbirds slowing traffic down. You got the people who bought their licenses slowing traffic down because there's no way in the world they actually went and took a test and passed it. I don't understand. I'm not gonna understand either. But people drive crazy in Florida, they drive crazy in Korea too, which is why I didn't want to drive. But I can hop in a taxi and get in there, and he can drive crazy. At least it's not me, you know. And you hop on the subway. I love the subway. I've never taken the subway in my entire life. This was the first time that I got to ride the subway, and I was kind of nervous about it because I've never taken the subway before. I'd also never taken the train before either. So, you know, those are 2 firsts right there that I got the experience while I was in Korea. It was really cool. Really cool, really cool. I love being able to just get to Seoul in a few hours and not have to drive, because I did eventually start driving, you know. I said I wouldn't drive, but it took me about a year to get there. But yeah, I drove, and then I drove to Seoul, and I'd never do that again. It sucked. I'd rather get on the KTX and get where I need to go in a faster amount of time and without being as stressed out driving on the road, because I have a little bit of road rage. No, I don't have road rage. I'm just a little bit impatient while I'm driving. And I'm going, my nigga, so you run me over if you want to. Just a little bit. I love the subway system. It's clean. You can use your Wi-Fi down below ground. And it's really simple to use. You can download the app, you can use a paper map, and you can get where you need to go. All of the announcements are in English as well as Korean. And on the map, you can get an English map or a Korean map. Whatever, suits your taste. You can do what you want. Number 4 would have to be travel. And I love to travel. I love to see new things, experience new things. And so if you're affiliated with the military in some way, they have those MWR day trips, and it will take you to almost like from one end of the country just about to the other within a day. And so you can do a lot of things, like you can go skiing. Skiing, I think, was my favorite MWR trip. But you can go to Goji Island, I think it's Goji Island, and experience, just different things. There's so much that you can do. Don't just stay in your city, wherever you end up, if you're teaching or if you're there because of the military, you're just visiting or whatever. Don't just go to Seoul and stay in Seoul. Go to Daegu, go to Daejeon, go to Busan. All of these different places, because they all have things that they can offer that's different from being in Seoul. The other thing that is great about being in Korea is that you're in such close proximity to all of these other countries. And so we took advantage of that, and we went to Thailand, we went to Vietnam, we went to Jeju Island, which is right outside of Korea. I can't remember if it's a part of Korea officially or if it's not a part of Korea. Not exactly sure. From what I understand, it's not like I think they're their own separate country, but they're kind of under the Korean umbrella. Like Guam belongs to the United States, but it's not a part of the United States, if that makes sense. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And so number 5 are the things to do. Like if you want to go skating, you can go skating. I mean, there's obviously things that you can do here in the States that you can do in Korea as well, like skating. You can go bowling or whatever, but then you can also do things that I guess every place has their own, like you can do a lot of the same stuff in Korea that you can do in America, but it's going to be the Korean style, I guess. I don't know too many places that has like a raccoon cafe. I didn't go there because I don't get down with raccoons like that. I love them from a distance, but yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. Like, of course, in the States here, we have 24-hour restaurants, but it's a different experience. Like, normally the 24-hour restaurants here are breakfast joints. You can get all kinds of different foods there, but if I wanted some noodles, there's not going to be a 24-hour restaurant here in America where I can go and get some noodles readily, or some bibimbap or something like that. That I know of. In my little town where I'm at, So if you like to go out at night, like to go to the bars and clubs, there's plenty of bars and clubs, especially in Daegu, where I was at. It's a whole bunch of Noribang, of karaoke places, singing rooms or whatever. So if you love to sing and like to sing by yourself, some people go and sing by themselves. I didn't know that was a thing until I came to Korea. Like the little coin junk, was it soup junk? I don't remember, but you have people who will go and sing by themselves, and it's like a thing that you can do, and it's not like taboo or weird or anything. Normally whenever I did karaoke, I did it with my family, and I had so much fun with them, and it's those are memories that I will always cherish, and I don't think I'll ever forget those. I went and did karaoke in Korea too, and I had a blast. Every time I went, it was a lot of fun. You just gotta go, and I miss it so much because I can go to the karaoke bar or something here, but it's not the same experience. Like normally there are rooms and you're closed off from everybody, so it's not like you're singing in front of an entire restaurant of people. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. There's a lot to do. Because I did a lot of things with my family, with my sister and my nephew, but I also did things with my friends. So there's adult entertainment and nightlife and whatever. And then there's a lot of family-friendly things that you can do there. Those are the 5 things that I miss about Korea. And I will definitely be visiting at some point in the near future. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear the things that you like about Korea down in the comments, or if you have any questions, let's talk about it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And oh yes, and click that bell. Click it. You know, when you click subscribe, that little square red box, click the bell too, so you know when I come out with a new video. And I will see you in the next one. I honestly shouldn't do that. That was terrible. Go get Delirious is late. I'm laughing because I know she's gonna see this and she's gonna like, yeah. That is not how that conversation went, but we're just gonna go with that, okay? Shab song. So I'm not gonna talk about K-pop. K-pop is cool. K-pop. K-pop. Kimbop. Kimbop. I have Kimbop on the brain.